Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I feel like I say the same thing in every video, but I'm not sure what I have to or what I need to say. But yeah, for today's look, I did this kind of emerald green, olive green, half cut crease look, and I paired it with a pinky nude lip, and I absolutely love how it came out. I'm used to sticking to my my neutrals and my browns and stuff like that, but I was like, might as well do something with color. Just to try it out, just to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I absolutely love how it came out. And in the video, I said my camera ended up turning off, and I didn't know, but I ended up doing like the first products that I used for the top, but I explained what I used for my bottom lash line. And yeah, if you want to see how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. I'm gonna start on the eyes. So now I'm gonna take Shape and Tape concealer. And this is in light medium, and I'm going to use that as my primer, as my eyelid primer. And the reason I like using concealer over primer is because when I do my eyeshadow, I like a blank canvas, and I don't like it. Takes pretty much, it cancels out any like discoloration that you have on your eyes, and it kind of pretty much gives you like a clean blank canvas to put your shadows, and it makes the shadows just blend out more easily. So now, to start off, the two palettes that I'm going to be using are the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia and the Lorac Pro eyeshadow palette number 2. And then, yeah. Okay, so first I'm going to go with my Modern Renaissance palette. For the first brush that I'm going to be using, it's just like this blending brush. It's not really anything fancy, just a regular fluffy brush. And the first color that I'm going to go in with is from the Modern Renaissance palette, and it's Burnt Orange, and it's this color right here. And then I'm going to take that, and I'm going to apply that to my crease. Actually, before I start doing that, I'm going to take some tape, and I'm going to apply it right here. Just when I take it off, I have like that clean line. That way when I do my eyeshadow, I don't have to be as like careful with it, I guess you could say. Like I can bring it out here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it into the crease, and then I'm going to end up flicking it out here. Adding color, and then I'm going to take it out. I'm going to try to make this like tutorial, I guess, as easy as possible, because when I would see people, even though it's not going to be like a cut crease video, when I seen people like doing cut creases, I was like, oh my god, like that looks so hard and all that stuff. And when I actually like sat down and I actually like practiced doing it, it was not like hard at all. So I'm gonna do it the way that I learned the best, and that works the best for me, and that isn't as hard. Because I'm pretty sure there's other ways that people, you know, do their cut creases, but I feel like the way that I do it isn't really that hard. And then I'm going to go in with a different blending brush, and this one is just going to be it's going to be a clean one, and this one is a Morphe 330. And I'm just going to use that, and I'm going to use it on the top just to blend out that line. So like that. And then the next brush that I'm going to go in with is the Morphe M433. And then from just going in with the Modern Renaissance palette as well. And I'm going to take Raw Sienna, and it's the one next to Burnt Orange. And then I'm going to apply that pretty much to the same area that I applied that first color, but I'm not going to take it as high. So I'm kind of going to mainly focus it right here. It's not like directly in my crease, because my crease is like here, so I'm going to kind of bring it up here. And then doing the same, just flicking it out. I really haven't done like a color eyeshadow in a long time, because I usually stick with like neutrals and stuff like that. Or like if I use glitter or shimmer, like it's always gold or silver or bronze. But I really want to use the green from the Lorac palette because it is so nice. So I'll just doing the same thing and blending it there and then taking it out. And then just going back in with that first brush and then blending those two out. Start looking like that and then just going back in and blending it. And then before I apply the next color, I'm going to take my Morphe M210 brush, and it just looks like this little brush. From the Lorac Pro palette, I'm going to take beige, and it looks like this. And I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone. Ooh. She's blinding, bro. And then I'm just going to take that blending brush and blend that out. And now for a darker brown, I'm going to take my Morphe M519 brush. I find myself using like a lot of the same brushes, but just because I like how they work. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe M519 brush, and from the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to take this brown shade here. I'm going to take this one here. And with this one, I'm going to focus it into the crease. So my camera had ended up turning off, but what I went ahead and I did, and from the Modern Renaissance palette, I took Cypress Umber, which was that dark brown shade, with my Morphe 519 brush, and I kind of just focused that. I focused that color into the crease right here, and I just flicked it out like I was doing with the other colors. And now I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of black, because black, it can go from 0 to 100 real quick. So from the black that I'm gonna take is from the Kat Von D palette, and this black is really, really black, so I'm literally not even gonna take like a lot because it does damage. And with that one, I'm gonna mainly focus it just on the outer part of my eye, and then kind of bring it onto my eyelid, and then just flick it out. With the color that I put the brown on, which was the 519 brush, I'm just gonna go back in with that and blend it out. So now for my favorite part, I'm gonna cut the crease. And with the same thing, I'm going to use the same product, which is my Shape and Tape. Just going to take some, put it on the back of my hand. And with that same concealer brush that I used to clean out my brows, this one, I'm going to take some. And I learned a new trick, so I'm going to try to explain it, and hopefully you guys can understand. I seen it on a video, a YouTube video, and she was doing like a cut crease kind of video. And normally when I do my cut creases, I don't kind of bring it up to like here, because when I open my eye, my eyeshadow ends up transferring up there. But what she did was she put it on like how she would like normally do it, the way that I had done it, like had been doing it. So when she kind of like looked up, you can still see where that concealer, where it transferred on top. So what she said that you have to do is you have to put the concealer all over your crease to where that mark was left. So when you look up or you do whatever, it doesn't transfer up there. So I don't know if that made sense, but I'm going to show you guys. So normally when I would do my cut crease, I start to apply it to my eyelid first. And then I don't know if you guys can see right there. Hold on, let me. Like right there, that's where I would stop. So now what I'm going to do, I don't know if that's going to be where it is, but now I'm going to like kind of like look up, because I want the concealer to transfer, so I know where to do it. So pretty much, it didn't transfer that much, but this is where I did the line. And that's where it transferred. I don't even know if you guys can see. You guys probably think I'm a liar. But, so now what I'm going to do is kind of going to hold my eye down. And then I'm going to start to cut it. But I'm not going to bring it all the way out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the top of it and then do that. And I'm going to start to lightly feather out the end, so it kind of like fades into the black. So doing it like that, and then you kind of can see like it's not as harsh. It's kind of like blending into the black. So I'm going to take a little bit more just to really define the top of it. And I'm gonna put it kind of right there, and then I'm gonna look up, and then gonna, it's always hard with this hand, so and if you don't end up like feathering it out like a lot towards the end, you can go back in with like that black or the brown, and you can end up doing it, like blending it out yourself. So I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do. And then I have like a little bit of Fix Plus, but it's not enough to spray. So what I'm gonna do is ew. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pour a little bit. I'm just gonna dump out a little bit. And then the brush that I'm gonna use to pack on that color is I'm gonna use a kind of smaller one, which looks like this. Looks like that, just so I can get into the crease. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip my brush into the Fix Plus just a little bit. And then from the Lorac palette, I'm gonna take this one, Jade, and it has like shimmer in it. So gonna go in with that one. And then, ooh. Okay. And then I'm pretty much gonna apply that over where I applied the concealer. Can you see it? And then I'm gonna pull my eye so I can get in there. And you kind of want to tap on the product, because if you swipe, you're really not going to get that much like pigment. So you always want to dab. I'm going to put like another green. Hopefully this one kind of shows up more green, because it kind of looks like it's just blending in all together. And then I'm going to go in with that 519 brush, and then I'm going to take some of the black, and then I'm going to start to apply it out here, just like that, just to blend like the green. And then the next green that I'm going to apply on top is this L'Oreal 24-hour Infallible eyeshadow, and they look like this, and these are really, really pigmented. They sell these like at Kmart and stuff, and this one is in the shade Golden Emerald. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to dip my brush into some Fix Plus. And the whole point of the Fix Plus is to get the eyeshadow like more pigmented, like kind of like of a metallic finish. And this is what it looks like. It looks like that. So maybe this one's going to give it more of a green. Ooh, that's a lot. So then I'm just going to apply that. You can start to see that one. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take off the tape. Cool. Hi guys, so my freaking camera died while I was doing my makeup. And it was like, by the time I noticed, it was already too late. But pretty much, I'm not sure if I got in the part in the video what green I had to use, which one of them was from the Lorac palette, and then the other one was from the Lorac 2, and then the other green that I put on top was this one, the L'Oreal Infallible in Golden Emerald. And the second green kind of gave it more of a green color to it. And then for the bottom lash line, all I did was I pretty much did what I did to the top, except the green I did the black, and then I did brown, and then I did like that orangey color that I used for my transition color. And then in the inner corner I used one of the colors Unlocked from the Lorac Unzipped Gold palette and then this is what the eyes came out to look like. And then I paired it with this lip, and this is the color Rain in Mars. And then on top of that I put the NYX Glam Gloss in Stone Foxy. And I like how it tied everything together, like it's not taking away from the eyes. And I just wanted to pair it with the kind of nude pinky lip, but the main focus was the eyes. And that was pretty much it. And yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave me any suggestions or any comments that you guys have for me, or anything that you guys want to see for my future videos, I should say. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.